After a number of days of hot weather and dry conditions across the country, we finally have enough moisture to initiate thunderstorm activity over the interior. You'll see a band of thunderstorms extending along the border of the Free State and Northern Cape, as well as over the western part of KZN, southwestern Gauteng and the northern Mpumalanga highveld. Overnight, we can expect warm conditions along the KwaZulu-Natal coast, with minimum temperatures remaining above 20 degrees. And then on Wednesday, we're expecting yet another hot day, particularly over South Africa's interior, with the possibility of thundershowers, especially over the southeastern part of the country. And then on Wednesday night, we'll see some rain move in along that south coast. Speaking of the rain, our rainfall probability map for tonight shows isolated thundershowers forecast for the northwest, Gauteng and the Free State, as well as parts of the Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, Mpumalanga and Limpopo, and a slight chance of thundershowers as we head over the southern part of the Northern Cape. Our Metro Vision for tonight shows thundershowers for Johannesburg with a minimum temperature of 15 degrees and then a light northerly wind. Tomorrow we're expecting that to change to the northwest but still remain light with a high of 32, and with that moisture and hot weather we'll see convective thundershowers in the afternoon. Here's our wind map with a northeasterly wind gusting along the east coast overnight, with a northerly wind continuing to bring in that hot weather for the Northern Cape as well as the interior part of the Western Cape on Wednesday, with a southwesterly wind moving in along that south coast in the second part of the day. Your minimum temperature in Sutherland drops to 8 degrees overnight, 21 for Kimberley, 20 degrees for Uppington, 19 for Mahikeng, 18 degrees for Pretoria, 17 as we head into Bombela and Cape Town, 20 degrees for East London, and a warm night along that east coast, Durban and Richards Bay at 24. Here's that hot weather across the country on Wednesday, with a sizzling 42 for Uppington and a toasty day in Kimberley at 38. 35 degrees for Pretoria, 34 for Mahikeng, with Pietermaritzburg and Bishu also both topping 35. 28 for East London, 26 for Cape Town and George, with a warm day forecast and a high of 31 for Bombela. Then our extended forecast on Thursday shows thundershowers forecast over the interior, with slightly heavier rain expected over the southeastern part of the country. We're expecting cooler weather over the southern and western part of South Africa, with the possibility of rain and daytime highs in the low 20s for Port Elizabeth, George and Cape Town. And then on Friday we'll see things dry out in the west, but with that chance of rain still along the coast between George and East London, and that band of thundershowers shifting into the northeastern interior, extending from Gauteng through Mpumalanga and ending in KwaZulu-Natal.